Other than that, it's been a good week of work here. We got 4 good practices in, and the guys are competing. They got good energy, and we're excited for next week to get here. It's your time.
You're expecting Charles back next week?
Yeah.
And your 2 rookies as well, just double checking on them.
Right, I'll be here.
Peters and Nelson.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Coach, 2 weeks ago, Coach, 2 weeks ago you had mentioned that Eric Berry was going to have folks going to look at his test results. Have you got any updates on that?
Have not. No, actually, that probably won't happen here. He had a meeting with the doctors, and then he's got to get they finish up with the meeting. The initial meeting that I told you guys about was to give them answers to what's next. It's really this next meeting that they do that. So, and that's within. They normally do that, I believe, after that meeting that I mentioned to you. It was normally 3 weeks after that. So, yeah, we're getting right about that time.
What kind of progression are you expecting to see next week at minicamp, Andy? I mean, in terms of level of play and things.
Yeah, I think we'll just continue to progress from where we're at right now. That's it's really, this whole thing is a minicamp. That's just a mandatory one. So I would expect the guys to continue to grow in the offense and the defense, special teams. It'll be good to get the 2 young guys in, the corners in, and then they've got a lot of work ahead of them. So.
What kinds of things do you look at from a 3 weeks of practice like this to say, hey, we're a better team now than we were 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, it's more of an understanding of how the guys progress offensively and defensively, a better understanding of the offense and defense, and you want to see a 3rd-year progression for the guys that have been here 3 years, and then what kind of shape they're in. This gives you a pretty good idea. They're out here. The heat kind of jumped on us and quickly, and we were able to practice in it, I thought, very well and function very well. So looks like they're a pretty well-conditioned team, and we'll see. We got to get the pads on here eventually and camp.
Was this one of your more efficient practices as far as the passing game goes? Because you guys were a little bit more in sync today than the other ones we've seen.
I don't know about that. They did okay. I thought both sides challenged each other. But I wasn't sure that. I don't know how the stats turned out.
What do you think of the growth that LaRon Duvernay-Tardif has made? Just as a football player, you guys are working him in. You're giving him some shots.
Yeah,
the top squad. Just where's he going?
Yeah, I think he's progressed quite a bit from his rookie year. A lot of his is the understanding of the game and playing at this level. He's very strong and athletic, and he's smart. It's just a matter with him, like I mentioned back then, last year, his reps just increase. Every rep he gets better with. So, but he's a good football player.
How big was technique for him too, as well? Just trying to learn the right way to do things with his footwork, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, that's a continuous thing. So you have to work on it year in, year out. He just had more room to grow. So, and he's done well with that.
A couple more guys.
What, as far as generally with your philosophy in getting young guys in, especially like rookies at the wide receiver position, especially, what do they have to do to prove that they can play? And is it a tougher step for a rookie to do it than others? Yeah,
normally it is. I've been lucky enough to have some young guys that came in as rookies and played for us and had a big role. But yeah, I'd tell you, generally it takes a wide receiver a year or 2 to 3 to learn. But
kind of in that same vein. In that same vein, you have had some young receivers come and contribute earlier than others. Mm-hmm. Is there a common trait that those guys that contribute early tend to have in your system?
Yeah, well, normally they came from passing offenses. That's one. 2, I would tell you they're smart guys. However they're perceived to people, they're smart football players. They pick things up easily. We ask our receivers to be in a million different positions, and so you better be able to get it spit out quickly. From the time the quarterback gives it to you, you better be able to line up right.
And I asked you that to try and get an idea of where Chris is. Talks to us, he's one of the more talkative guys that we get. He seems like he's got a pretty good
Chris
capacity.
Conley?
Yeah. Pretty good capacity. Where's he at with understanding the play?
Yeah, he's getting better every day. He's getting better at big, strong, fast, and smart. Those are good characteristics to have.
Last one, Adam.
Andy, are you expecting Justin Houston here next week?
I don't know that. I don't know that. I'm probably, he probably won't be. We just move on. I don't really get caught up in all that stuff. Who's ever here, he's not here, we'll put a helmet on you and put you in. All right, have a good weekend, guys.
Now you're talking.